Hello everyone, welcome back. Look, I love doing strategy breakdowns for games, and I came across a pretty successful one playing Gibraltar on Arena. Now, last season I got to Plat, just within about 2 weeks or so of picking the game up again. So anyway, we're going to pick Gibraltar, and buying the Sentinel along with spending the rest of your money on shield cells. Now, picking Gibraltar and the Sentinel, it all comes together, and I'll explain how a little bit later in the video, but for now, you're playing a very defensive game in this. It's very strategic, very slow moving. It's a game of attrition, really. You're the sniper who's going to be trading shots with your opponents, and because you've got the arm shield, because you've got shield cells, and because you're using the Sentinel, you should be able to win that, and you'll eventually whittle them down until you're able to knock one of them down, or you and your teammates can coordinate a push to move forward and take them easily. So unfortunately, the undoing in our first round is that our opponents play very aggressively, which is probably the best counter to this strategy as well. So they push very early on. I'm not able to get off many shots before they've already swarmed us, and my two teammates went down first. I've only got a Sentinel, there's not too much I can do here. So the second round is similar, except this time we're going to upgrade the Sentinel so you can have the 2x zoom, and then spending the rest on the shield cells. So anyway, it's the second round, and I decide instead of going up on top of the ship, I want to get a slightly off angle, so it's why I'm hiding down by the stairs there. Gibraltar puts his shield down, that's fine, I'm just patient, I'm going to wait it out. But the Bloodhound does push outside the shield, and I do nail him with 88 damage. And I start to do some more shots onto Gibraltar once the shield goes down. And of course, as soon as I get that knockdown, I start to push, and hopefully my teammates also noticed that and pushed with me. I realise I can't quite jump that, so I go up the speakers. I finish the Gibraltar off and then look for the last person, and we win. And now on the third round, usually it's important to get some shield batteries, especially because you know that your opponents are going to be buying some shield batteries, but I thought it might be good if I got my ultimate, because if I was able to get an early down like I did then that will prevent them from picking them up, and it'll just make it for an easy push, so let's see how it goes. I move off to the left side again because I want to get an off angle, and I managed to hit the Gibraltar once. And I keep my crosshair trained up there in case I can spot someone. And I do, and I land a nasty headshot for 132 damage. And something like that just means immediate push, just go, go, go. And with that I move forward and drop my ultimate, because if they're going to be shield batting, whatever it is, if they're going to be using a shield battery, then they will find it difficult to get out of the way in time, or they're going to have to cancel that, and that's when we can clean them up. So if we look at the replay of what happened to me, is I mechanically messed up there quite badly. As I'm moving over to use my ult, you can see my movement isn't that great. I should have been a lot smoother with my movement, a lot quicker, but instead I sort of pause, and it gives them time to react to me pushing them, and they manage to get a couple shots, and I just get chunked down to nothing. And it forces me to use a shield battery, and somehow I just screwed up with my buttons, and I was supposed to just go behind the door, close it, and use the shield battery, but something happened, and I opened the door, and Bangalore just came in and killed me. But it's not too bad because my teammates came in and cleaned it up. And that all happened because I managed to land that headshot with the Sentinel. So when you land those shots, man, you just do so much damage, and it's really hard for them to recover. So final round, and I choose the Sentinel again, and I'm sort of tossing up depending what secondary weapon I want. I know that the L-Star is pretty good, but I can't afford the level 1 upgrade, so I opt to go for the Vault instead, and a shield battery. Now this game mode can be pretty handy when you have a lifeline on your team, because you can imagine that she can run to the supply crate and use her passive to unlock that extra bit which will give you the shield cells to power up your Sentinel. So if you're wanting to use this tactic and coordinate with your teammates, then that's something to take into consideration. Now their Gibby does something not what I expected, so he pushed up quite early and then used his shield. And I was very tempted to see if I could shoot. You just see that little bit coming out the shield there? I was tempted to shoot that to see if it would damage him or not. Not sure if it would have, but either way, look, I just waited patiently for the shield to go and then BAM! Hit him with that headshot. And from there, it's a pretty easy cleanup. So you can see all of these plays were made possible because of my Sentinel plays. I'm not saying that this is the best thing for you to use, and I'm sure that there will be plenty of teams who are able to counter this, but I just found that this was a very handy strategy to use. And here are some highlights from when I used this strategy on a different map. I found that this map and the other map, I really can't remember any of their names, are some of the best to play on, because especially this one, it's very much, there's a lot of cover, you're constantly peeking, and it's designed to play defensively and stick on your own side until you can push. So while these clips play in the background, let's talk about why this strategy works, why Gibraltar and the Sentinels and the shield cells. So the reason that you want to pick Gibraltar over some of the others is because of his arm shield. So you're going to be doing a lot of peeking, and your arm shield is going to be hopefully taking most of the damage while you're trading shots. And when your shield does get destroyed, that's perfectly fine. All you do is just play patiently, wait for your shield to come up, and start peeking again. And so the second reason that this all comes together is because of the amount of shield cells that you can get. Because you're going to be constantly trading damage, you're wanting to obviously keep regenning your shields. Now the shield arm helps to mitigate some of this damage, but so does just having extra shield cells around. So if you get low, not a problem, that's a chance for your arm shield to come back, and you can use some shield cells while you wait. Which also leads me into the next question of why the Sentinel. So first of all, it's one of the hardest hitting snipers, and because you're going to be buying lots of shield cells, you can be using this to not only keep your health up, but also to charge your Sentinel. And usually you only need to charge it once. The rounds aren't too long and you're not putting too many shots into them because they don't have that many shield cells themselves. Anyway, I hope that this strategy will help you in some future games. It's definitely, I have won more games with it than I have lost. So this is a testament to how good this strategy can be. And I'll be seeing you in the Apex Arena. See ya.